What's up everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is Hustle with Drew. I'm Drew, and in today's video we're gonna go over why I quit the waterless car wash business. But as always, before we get into the video, make sure you hit the like button, click subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and hit the notification bell. That way you get notified every time I do upload. So let's get right into it. The first reason why I quit the waterless car wash business is that it's not passive. And I know it's common sense, I should have known from the beginning that this isn't passive type of work because you have to physically be there to clean a vehicle. I knew this going into it. You guys, I'm not dumb, I'm aware. But my train of thought was I was gonna get into the business, I was gonna spend a couple months, maybe 2 to 3 months, just really grinding it out, building up my clientele, getting my repeat customers. And once I thought once I had all of these customers that were on, bi-weekly washes, that I could then hire someone to go do it. Then I can physically just be a producer and just manage everything. But it just didn't work that way. People basically will call me when their car is the dirtiest, to the point where they're embarrassed. I literally had a customer of mine say like, yeah, I don't know if I want to do 2 weeks. I'll basically just call you when I start feeling embarrassed that people want to get in my car or how dirty it is. I'll just call you then. Then that's when I really noticed that people don't really, 2 weeks, a car's not gonna get super dirty in 2 weeks. And it was just, at that point I knew this isn't gonna be a passive business, and it's gonna require me to be there for a lot longer than I actually thought it would in the long run. And it's just not passive because you have to do a lot of prep work. I didn't count in the fact that every single time I would go out to wash vehicles, I would need to make sure all of my equipment was in order, that my spray bottles worked, that everything was topped off. And since it's a waterless car wash, the solution I was using had, I needed to have diluted water, and you had to measure everything out, and it just was a lot of work, and the freaking towels, the amount of towels that was like having to be washed, literally like after a day of work, it would be like 2 to 3 cars. It'd be about an hour and a half, 2 hours of getting the towels washed, folded, and ready for the next day. So that, I had to count that into the time that it physically took me to wash a car. You really have to include everything. So at the end of the day, I think I did the math and I was probably making like $18 an hour, including, obviously driving out there, washing the cars, and then all the prep work. And I know $18 an hour may not seem like a lot, but I live in California, and I think minimum wage right now is like $16. And I don't want to get into business to make $18 an hour, $2 above minimum wage. I could literally just get a job at like 99-cent store or like anywhere else that's paying minimum wage, and just not have to worry about all of the pressure and like all of the stuff, that the stress that being a business owner brings. It just wasn't worth it. $18? No, can't do it. But that brings me to the next reason why I quit the waterless car wash business is whenever someone would hit me up to wash their car, whether it was on Facebook or it was on Instagram or on any platform that I was promoting myself, everyone wanted their car washed immediately. They were expecting me to drop everything I was doing and go out and wash their car. I don't know any other business that I've ever done to where people expect you to get something done right away, but I just couldn't do it. I'm not gonna drop my photo booth business or my Etsy store or any of my other businesses just to go wash someone's car for like 60, 80 bucks. I'm not doing it. And I noticed, I think it was about like 80% of people wanted it done right away, if not like the following day in the morning. And I just can't do it. I just wasn't willing to drop everything for this business. Yeah, so that's definitely a reason why I quit. And that brings me to another reason why I quit the waterless car wash business, and that was the physicality of this type of work. I kind of didn't notice how physical it was when I first started. I was just super excited and super hyped to get started. But once I was doing 2 cars in one day, 3 cars back to back to back, I started to notice I was starting to get back pains, and I'm like too young to feel like hurt like that, and I don't do a lot of other physical labor type of work, so it had to be the car washes, so when you're washing the bottom of a car, you're getting the tires, or you're just moving a lot, like I would notice that I was starting to get really stiff, and I'd really notice it in the morning. So this was a big big factor. And I know, again, it's probably obvious that like it's physical work, but I just didn't expect to feel pain and back issues right away. And yes, I know I used the freaking chair when I was doing the tires and wheels, but you still have to maneuver your back and your body. So yeah, there's definitely pain there. So the last reason why I quit the waterless car wash business, this is gonna sound crazy, but my hands were getting destroyed. Not because of the chemicals or all of the movement in my hands or typing or whatever, it was because of the gloves. You know, if you're doing anything that's related to chemicals, you're gonna have to protect your hands and wear gloves. And if you wear gloves and if you have sweaty hands, you're just basically wearing a glove with sweat in it. And if you've ever been in a pool, you'll know that, you know, being in water for a very long time will basically dry your hands out and leave them all pruny and like irritate your skin. So that was a huge issue. I noticed that at the end of the day, after 3 cars, completely wrecked. My hands would feel gross and I just hate that feeling. And for the money that I was making, it just is not worth it. I can't justify it. So that's gonna wrap it up for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And I just wanna make a quick disclaimer. I am not knocking the waterless car wash business or any other mobile detailing, mobile car wash type of business. You know, obviously there are different ways to do this business. You can definitely make it a living if you really have to do it the right way, you can. You know, it's all up to you, but I just wanted to make this video on my channel because I know a lot of my audience is from the waterless car wash business videos that I have made. And I know that I'm gonna lose a lot of subscribers from doing this, but I am gonna be focusing most of my time and energy on businesses that are working, businesses that I'm doing that I see potential in, and businesses that are just way more passive. Because at the end of the day, that's what it's about. Anyways, I'm rambling on. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.